Ooh. Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about the news, we'll talk about crypto and Bitcoin. I got lost there. I'm going to show you how to move crypto around, and I will do my very best to get to your questions. I've got some moderators in the stream. Dan is with us tonight, so he's going to help out if I don't get to your question. If you're desperate, I do have my email in the description. Well, let's get this thing started. Oh my gosh. Hey, so welcome everybody. I don't know what happened there in the intro. I usually have a set thing that I always say, and I got off topic and just went every which way. But anyway, glad you guys are here. There's a little bit of a healthy conversation going on. I'm here with the rig as usual. My mom just sent me a text to say that the wine. she said win. And the chocolates. So yeah, I'm a good son. I got my mom a wine subscription for the year. It's like 12 bottles of wine every 3 months or every 4 months, something like that. And chocolates. There's a cool place here in Grand Rapids called Sweetlands that they make their own chocolate. And their candies and whatever, so I sent her some of their stuff down to Texas. We'll be going down to Texas. I should mention that my wife brought up the fact that Saturday is Christmas. Saturday the 25th is Christmas. So I probably will not be doing the live stream on Christmas. But we'll figure something out, right? And the 18th, next Saturday, we're going to be on the road, but I am bringing my laptop, and I do have my laptop configured for OBS and recording. It won't be quite as advanced as a setup as what I've got here, but we'll muddle through the best we can, and hopefully this week sometime I'll do an impromptu live stream with the laptop just to see how everything's working. So, having said all that, welcome everybody. Let's go over to this camera here. And there's a lot of people here. Let's go over here. It's, I am perplexed about this issue with the washed screen. It's weird, but it's sort of half solved. So I thought I had solved it completely, but I didn't. For some reason. I just don't know what's going on. Anyway, a lot of people here tonight that were here early. Eric Nichols, thanks for coming in early. Dan is here. So yes, the power was out for a while here in Grand Rapids, at least not in my house. But I did get an email from the power company apologizing, but my house was fine all day. But down on the corner, the traffic lights weren't working. So, but I'm up and running. It seems like everything's okay right now. Let's see. Davey X is here. Is Ethereum and Bitcoin in deep? I'm not sure what that means. Birds, bees, and trees. Clover 100. The metaverse. People are asking me about the metaverse. Cheryl Parker, welcome. Frank Rodriguez, welcome. Mobile Android, back again. Thank you. KP is here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your compliment to KP. I like to educate. Scott Lee, of course, back again. Mr. David is here. Barbara K, that's good stuff. Good to have Barbara here again. Amsterdam, Holland, again, another repeat viewer. Jeremy Love is here. Thanks for the compliment on the haircut. Buddy Love, great, is here. Buddy Love is here. That's great. That's what I meant to say. Poo, poo, poo. JDO is here. That's cool. Paul B, Robert, boy, a lot of people here. Just too many to welcome. What is it that Napoleon said to his troops? Although I love you all, I cannot embrace you all. That's good. I don't know if he actually said that, but Rod Steiger said it in a great Napoleon movie. So let's pop out chat and move it over to the other side so you guys don't have to look at the mechanics of what I'm doing. You can see my screen. Ooh, that was weird. Okay, let's pop that back up. Let's do this. Come on, baby. What are you doing to me? Oh, how did it get over there? Okay, I think we're fine, right? Oh, that's what I can't see. Yay. Okay, we're good. All right, so yeah, I was having this issue last week and during the recording of one of my videos of my screen being washed out weirdly. Okay, and you'll see that it's still that way, but if I click to this camera, it's back. It's fine, right? So if we go over here, it looks weird. Oh, it looks fine here, but on this camera, it looks washed out. Or no, it's not even the camera. It's just the other, I don't know what it is. Oh, it is the other camera. Pardon me. Yeah, that's the Logitech Brio camera. This is, whoops, this is the Razer camera. I didn't think it had anything to do with camera. I was in my OBS Studio settings, and I had installed a new version of it, and it had automatically configured me for max performance rather than max quality. I always do max quality because I have a really good internet connection. So I'm not really worried about the performance, right? I don't lag usually. And I usually try to do the best quality I can. I want it to be HD and good color and all that. So I don't know. Playing around with tech issues, right? All right, so we're here. Let's jump into the news. Market wrap, Bitcoin. Yeah. Okay. So where are we as far as the Bitcoin price on crypto.com? Let's see. 49,245. Not too shabby, but a far cry from earlier in the month. I think early in November. I remember I was looking through one of my earlier live streams from early November, and we were up at like around 60,000, and then we were like 60, 65 in that range, and we popped up to 69,000, and then blam, we came, or 68,000, pardon me. And then we came back, crashing back down, and then last weekend we had, the Omicron scare, the Fed Powell scare, whatever you want to call it. We had a pullback, a bear market, a crash, right? Whatever we had, down to like 43. We're back up. We're back up to 49.4 on crypto.com, and I'll take it. I'll take it, right? But anyway, and the entire market as a whole is somewhat down, right? Some of the high flyers of the last few months, like Solana and Cardano and DOT and Avalanche, are all kind of down over the last couple of weeks, right? So, but they were way up, right? So you got to expect that sort of thing. So here we go. And then on Friday, we were expecting a big pop due to the inflation figures, because there are a lot of Bitcoin advocates that claim that Bitcoin is tied to, sort of tied to inflation, right? So the higher inflation is, the more people want to buy Bitcoin to secure their assets, right? Non-inflation rather than the dollar, right? We've talked about the dollar many times. The dollar always loses value no matter what, right? And the inflation rate is high, right? But it's a rate, right? It's not like there was no inflation before and now there is inflation. It's that the rate of inflation is higher, right? It's always up, right? You never hear them say inflation is negative, right? Your dollar always loses value, right? Things that cost less 5 years ago cost more now in dollars, even though it's the same crappy product. And sometimes less of that same crappy product, right? They make the box smaller and charge you the same price, right? Or it's the same size box, but there's less inside it. That's shrinkflation, by the way. All right, so it's a good article. It's talking about where the price of Bitcoin went on Friday when the inflation figures were released. It did pop up to 50 and then pulled back down. And then at the end of the trading day, people were kind of like, well, inflation wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. Like that means anything. Does that mean anything, right? It does to the stock market, right? If people think you're like the analysts predict X, right? Whether it's inflation or jobs or stock performance or, whatever a company's performance might be. If they beat expectations, it's good. If they fall short of expectations, it's bad, even if it's profit, right? So like Amazon can make a bunch of profit, but if they're below what the analysts were predicting, that's bad news, right? So that's sort of what they did on Friday. Let me see if it's like, I want to see where they said that. I remember they said that. The high inflation rate, but there's market score, it's the cost of living. Anyway, that's what happened, right? At the end of the trading session, everyone was like, well, it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. So that was good news, right? Inflation bad, but when inflation's bad, that means that the Fed might do something. So that's good, right? Or whatever, and then, well, maybe not, inflation wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. So maybe now the Fed won't do what we thought they were going to do. Who knows? It's all a bunch of speculation, right? Markets move. Okay, good news. The state of Florida, the governor has, says we welcome Bitcoin. He's considering, I think he's proposed friendlier to Bitcoin innovation, paying state fees in Bitcoin. Now that's really interesting. See, one of the main arguments that people make against cryptocurrencies and, the stability of the dollar is that you can pay your taxes in dollars, right? That makes dollars valuable, right? Because you can pay your taxes in dollars. I find that not a very convincing argument to me, well, who wants to pay taxes anyway, right? But that's what they say. The dollar is strong because you can pay your taxes in dollars, right? So if states allow people to pay their taxes in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin specifically, then that's a strong argument for Bitcoin, right? It's a pro-Bitcoin argument. So Florida is looking really good. Ron DeSantis, the governor down there, is pro-Bitcoin apparently, and that's good news. Another pro-Bitcoiner down in Florida is the Miami mayor, who was kind of the, and it looks kind of washed out too. Well, was kind of the, the original Florida proponent of Bitcoin, with Miami, Florida, being a Bitcoin-friendly city. He wants to be like and he's willing to put his money where his mouth is and take a fraction of his 401k in Bitcoin. Bully, right? That's more good news out of Florida for, pro-Bitcoin news, right? Another story that broke recently is that the IMF is warning that we need to come up with better crypto regulation, right? So, and of course they're saying because crypto's dangerous, right? But before they were ignoring, right? They were ignoring Bitcoin. The powers that be were ignoring Bitcoin. Then they were bashing Bitcoin, right? Then they were ridiculing Bitcoin, right? And now they're like, they've realized that it's not going anywhere and that maybe we better regulate it, right? We want to control it. Rah! Put it under our control and everything will be fine, right? You guys, it's so dangerous the way it is, right? It could disrupt financial markets because it's decentralized, peer-to-peer currency, right? Not controlled by any government. So that's bad, right? We better get in there and get our hands in there and mess around with it and, suck stuff off the top for ourselves and let you guys pick up the crumbs, right? The crypto market. Yeah, that's so funny, right? They're like, oh, crypto's dangerous. We better do something, right? So now they recognize it as a force, right? Now they're ready to start taking it seriously, but they're still bashing it, right? It's dangerous, right? Whoa. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So, but interesting, but funny too. I like funny. All right. And then this is a good article. You might want to read this article at your leisure. I've got it linked in the description down below. If you scroll down below my video, there is a huge, long description where there's all kinds of cool stuff. And I've got all these news stories linked for you guys, so you can check them out. What is wrong with traditional finance? Actually, this is kind of a book review right here. But, the book is DeFi and the Future of Finance, right? So what is wrong with traditional finance? They go into, what's wrong. They mention it somewhere here. There's 5 things that they're going to cover that are wrong with traditional finance. Let's see if I can find it. Inefficiency, right? Inefficiency, limited access, right? Opacity, right? You can't see what's going on, really. Centralized control and lack of interoperability, right? These are things that are wrong with traditional finance. Anybody that's had anything to do with finance or been in the stock market or whatever can easily tell you that it's basically a rigged game, that the people at the top are making all the money and the little guys are getting screwed. It's not easy to get in, right? You got to have money, a nice chunk of money if you really want to make anything. Although, leverage trading is a way to, get in and try to make some big money, but that's very risky. So that's the limited access, right? So crypto is, there are platforms where you can buy coins, earn coins, without having, it cost you an arm and a leg, right? Just a few $100. You can get in, right? And do some yield farming and whatever for a few $100, or buy some coins for a few $100 or $100 a month, dollar cost averaging. So much lower barriers to entry in the crypto market. Okay, you're going to have some money, right, to get in, of course. And most crypto, like Bitcoin, is open source, right? You know what's going on under the hood. You're welcome to look, right? Can't really do that with the traditional finance system. It's all controlled top down, right? Centralized control. Anyway, you might want to check out this article. It talks about ways that cryptocurrency can solve these issues. DeFi can solve these issues. Now, there are risks. We've talked about risks of DeFi here in the live stream often, right? Let's see. We got uniquely vulnerable to hacks and developer malpractice. Fragility of smart contract programming, all those kind of things. So the stuff I'm going to show you tonight is risky, all right? There are many risks involved in what we're doing, but there are good rewards to be found as well. All right, and let's see what else we got. Solana suffered a denial of service attack this week, but the network is still operating. That might have something to do why their price is a bit down, in addition to all the rest of the market forces. But it wasn't a knockout blow or anything. Amazon goes down too, and so does YouTube occasionally. Right? The power went out here in Grand Rapids today, so no infrastructure is, invulnerable to issues and problems and downtime. Right? But they make a big deal. One of the things that they're talking about with Solana, which is part of their, underlying structure is the what is it? Proof of history, POH. I don't see it here. But proof of history is one of the reasons it's a protocol, proof of history, and it's one of the reasons that Solana is so fast compared to some of the other blockchains. So, but it's by its very nature, it is also a vulnerability, right? And that kind of holds for a lot of stuff like that. All right, so let's go into. I wanted to briefly, before we get too far. Let me just quickly do this too. If you go over to the description and you scroll down a bit, there's an itinerary of what I would like to do tonight. I've got a list of some coins I bought this week that I thought I would share with you. I'm not telling you to run out and buy these coins. I'm just bringing them to your attention because I bought some of them. We'll maybe go through them a little more detail down the road or into the live stream. We're at 6:21 right now. And then there are a lot of affiliate links here for products that I believe in, that I use on a daily basis, most of them. And I would appreciate it if you're interested in any of these to click on them. And if you want to buy them, buy them, right? Or get yourself signed up, one of the two, right? There's a bunch of them down here you can check out. Here's my email if I don't get to your question, and the news stories that we've covered tonight. So we'll do some of this stuff. I wanted to just talk about some of the coins that I purchased, just an overview. I bought some more MATIC because I wanted to stake and farm on the MATIC platform in a platform called QuickSwap, which I'll do in some detail. So I bought some MATIC and I bought some Genesis coin, which had one of the highest yielding farms. That's why I bought it. That's really the only reason I bought it, just because it had a high return. It was a risky move, right? Most of my moves are pretty risky. I bought a coin called Wilder World, which we'll talk about. I bought some XRP on the advice of Scott. I bought some Railgun, which is a privacy-based coin. And it's actually an ERC20 token. I bought some blockchain space. It's called Guildcoin and then GuildFi. Both of these coins are involved in the gaming sector, but they are like aggregators of like multi-game platforms, right? And then I bought this coin, God's Unchained, on Crypto.com. And we'll talk about that in a bit. Also, there is a waiting list for the new Crypto Life card by Ledger, which looks interesting. I've just kind of read an overview. It's not available yet. It won't be available in the US until first quarter 2022, I believe, or maybe even second quarter. But it's through a company called Banks. And it's very similar to the Crypto.com MCO Visa card. Actually, I think they call it the Metal Visa card now. And it's, for Crypto.com, it's like a prepaid debit card that you can top up from your Crypto.com account on your phone, right? You can put crypto in there to top up the balance of your card so that you can use it to spend in the real world. Now, this card here, and I'll tell you, and we're talking about the Crypto.com card. I gotta make this bigger for you guys so you can see it better. Let me see if I can do this. The mechanism of the Crypto.com Visa card is such that when it's a great platform for trading, staking, purchasing crypto, selling crypto, transferring depositing, withdrawing crypto. It's a cryptocurrency exchange that's phone-based. They do have a web-based exchange, but it's not available in the US, right? And you can also stake on their platform and do all kinds of stuff. But if you look over in accounts here, you'll see that I have crypto in the accounts that I can trade or withdraw or whatever I want to do. And I'm going to try to withdraw this God's coin tonight. But we are going to take a hit because it's an ERC20 token. But I would like to, store it in my own wallet. But if you look down there where it says Crypto.com Visa card, that is my balance, $345. That I could just take the card, and I don't have it in my hand at the moment. I could take the card into a store and use it to purchase something if they accept Visa. And I think everybody accepts Visa. So you can use it just about anywhere. But what I was going to point out is that when you top up the card, so if you tap top up, and you can top it up with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, US dollar coin, Cardano. There's a lot of coins that you can use to top up now. It used to be just like 3 or 4, but now they have a lot of coins that you can use to top up. When you do this top up, it basically sells the coin and it becomes dollars on your card. And you can't go back after you've done that, right? It becomes cash as soon as you top it up onto the card. So what kind of perplexes me about the ledger thing, where are we here, is that they're saying that you can spend your crypto and it will automatically convert. And so you can keep it as crypto. Now that's one of the features of the Coinbase card too. You can move your crypto into that area where it's spendable, but as Bitcoin, right? So if the price of Bitcoin goes up, then there's more value there to use if you go to the store. But the first thought that hit me was, well, the Ledger is a hardware wallet, right? Ledger Live is a hardware-based wallet. So if in order to spend crypto, I would need to authorize that on my device, right? So am I going to be in the store authorizing it on my device, or is it going to just bypass that whole process? And if so, what good is having a hardware wallet if this is going to bypass the whole hardware security? So what I'm thinking, and I looked in their description of how it works, I believe what you'll do is if you think you want to spend your Bitcoin, you move it to the spendable section of the account, right? And then at that point, it no longer needs to be, it's no longer protected by the hardware at that point, right? It couldn't be, because then every time you wanted to convert your Bitcoin for a purchase, you would need to either authorize it on this device or have it bypass the security, right? So I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of pool that it moves to, simply like top up on crypto.com, where it's still Bitcoin, right? It would still grow in value if the price of Bitcoin went up. And then, so you wouldn't have to liquidate in order to use that pool to spend out of, right? Let's say it's, $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, right? In that area. And then you could go into a store and buy some clothes or whatever, and it would automatically convert the Bitcoin for you. Now, you would also run the risk of the price of Bitcoin going down, right? But that would be the only way that you would be able to just convert on demand, by having it out of the hardware wallet account and into some other sort of holding account. Maybe we'll learn more, right? You might want to, but if you want to sign up, I've got my link down here, and if you sign up through my link, it'll raise me higher in the list. I don't think I'm anywhere near it. I mean, the only thing they're going to give you is the card for free. I don't know if I guess they're charging you for this card or whatever, like a membership fee or whatever. But it's only the first 10,000 people, and I'm like at 55,000. So I don't think that it's going to help to move me up. But that's the link if you guys want to sign up for the waiting list to get this card. So there you go. All right. I'm blurry again? No, not blurry. Sometimes I get blurry. What can I say? ERC versus Bitcoin, humbled. There are the two biggest coins out there are Bitcoin and Ethereum. And let's do this price. See, everything is messed up. Okay. All right, so Bitcoin has its own blockchain, and Ethereum has its own blockchain. They're two separate coins. They're not similar. Well, they are similar. They're cryptocurrencies. And ERC20 token lives on the Ethereum blockchain. So there are a lot of ERC20 tokens out there. All right, and they're not Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin is Bitcoin. There's no sub-Bitcoin. The only sub-Bitcoin is like the hard forks that came off of Bitcoin that are no longer Bitcoin, right? Like Bitcoin Cash, right? So that's like a quick answer to that. What's the difference between ERC and Bitcoin? ERC is Ethereum-based. Bitcoin is Bitcoin-based. What do I think of India banning crypto? India did not ban crypto. They talked about banning crypto, and then they changed their mind again. India has been talking about banning crypto since 2017, and then they go back. Right? There are millions and millions of people in India that trade and hold cryptocurrencies, right? But they were talking over the last few months that India was going to ban cryptocurrencies. Turned out to just be a rumor, right? They made an announcement that they're not banning Bitcoin. They want to regulate it, but they're thinking of making it. What I got out of it was that they said something like, "Well, you can buy it, but as long as you hold it on an exchange, right?" Which is dumb. You can't really. I guess you could make it illegal to put Bitcoin in your own wallet, but that's like making it illegal to stop at a stop sign, right? How you gonna, I mean, if the cop is right there, you roll through the stop sign, you'll get a ticket. But how are they gonna stop the entire population from rolling through stop signs? But I don't know what they're gonna do, right? But they're very. I just don't. Every time I hear anything out of India about crypto, I just like tune it out because it's just noise. It is. It's just noise. And who cares if Bitcoin bans crypto? Let them, right? China's been trying since 2013, and they haven't done much. They keep re-banning it, right? Anyway, I don't think crypto's going anywhere, personally. All right, so I got a lot of stuff to do tonight, so I want to get in. Is crypto dead? Yeah. Bought the Ledger X. Thanks for the information. Oh, that's very nice of you. That's pretty nice. Who's the money question? Money. I'm losing it. All right, I'm just going to start doing stuff because we've got a lot to do tonight. The first thing that we wanted to do was just buy some Bitcoin and put it on a ledger. Cripes. Let me do something else here. Hang on. I wanted to, well, it's too late now, isn't it? All right, whatever. All right, so we want to buy some Bitcoin. We want to put it in our wallet, right? Now, this is Ledger Live. This is the software that we use to manage our Bitcoin wallets, that we store the private keys on this device, right? Now, I want to just put some Bitcoin in this wallet. I really don't need the device to do that. Ledger Live is a desktop application. It can generate Bitcoin addresses for you based on the wallet. This is public stuff. This is public blockchain stuff, right? This is the current balance and a list of transactions. And I can do a receive, and generate a new Bitcoin address. Now, based on the previous, the Ledger software and wallet will always generate a brand new Bitcoin address for every transaction. Right? This improves privacy for you, right? So that you don't have all of your transactions on one Bitcoin address, receiving address, right? Won't get too deep into it, but they do. But you can have Ledger Live just generate the address for you without having the device attached by just clicking don't have your device, right? And boom, there it is. Brand new, fresh, clean Bitcoin receiving address so that I can send Bitcoin into the wallet, right? There's nothing to stop me from sending Bitcoin into the wallet. I don't need to approve it on the device, right? The device has the private key. The public key, I can send Bitcoin to a public address all day long, right? You can send me mail if you know my P.O. box number, right? There's nothing stopping you from sending me mail. And the post office will not reject mail as long as it has a stamp on it. But only I can go down to the post office with my post office box key and open the box and receive the mail. So, the analogy is falling apart here because in order to send mail, okay, I want to send mail. Would I? I wouldn't put it in my P.O. box anyway. I'd just give it to the guy at the desk if I were sending mail. But if you want to send Bitcoin, you got to approve it with your device, right? The private key allows you to send Bitcoin out. But you can send Bitcoin in all day long and you don't really need the device, right? Now you can confirm on the device if you want to, but that's a level of caution that I really don't need because I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just going to go ahead and send to this address, right? So we'll just run over here to Coinbase Pro. And we want to buy some Bitcoin. Now, those of you who are new, who don't know how to get your hands on Bitcoin, you can probably get yourself signed up for a Coinbase account. It's not that hard, right? And if you have a Coinbase account, you can use Coinbase Pro. Coinbase will charge you a merchant fee, all right? So let's take a look at that real quick. If I want to buy some Bitcoin on Coinbase, they're going to charge me a merchant fee. Whoops. Coinbase is the most recognized cryptocurrency exchange, probably the most trusted out there. Kraken and Gemini probably up there too. But if I want to buy some Bitcoin, I just click buy and say I want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, whatever. And then click preview buy. You'll notice there that it's going to charge me $2.99 merchant charge to make that purchase, right? We want to avoid that, right? So, but this is a great platform for beginners, right? But if you have a Coinbase account, you can sign in to Coinbase Pro with your same account information. Easy peasy. But instead of simply saying, I want to buy Bitcoin, you have to trade for it, right? In order to trade for it, you need to have some value in the account. So it's sort of like you have to put the money in there first, right? But it doesn't cost you anything to do that, right? So I'm going to say US dollar from my bank account. And we'll use this bank. And we'll use $100, right? Okay, so it's not going to cost me anything to deposit $100 in the account. The only drawback to Coinbase Pro is they're going to make me wait 6 days to withdraw. But we don't have to worry about that tonight because I've already got some collateral in there that will allow me to make this withdrawal. So let's hit deposit US dollar. And in it goes. And we're all done. Right? Now, let's go over to the trading interface. And we want Bitcoin. We can type Bitcoin in, but you'll see it's right there at the top, right? This is the most common trading pair, I would imagine. Bitcoin, US dollar, right? I want to swap my dollars for Bitcoin, right? So I'm on buy, I'm on market, I'll hit max, and then I'll hit place buy order, and I bought my Bitcoin. Now there was a trading fee, but the trading fee is 0.5%. So 0.5% of 100 is $1 divided into 2, so it's 50 cents, the trading fee, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a quarter. I don't know. It was 0.5%, right? $1? Anyway, it's cheaper than the merchant charge of $2.99. Any way you slice it, right? And we got our Bitcoin. We go over to our portfolio. You can see there that now that we've got some Bitcoin in there, it's available. Don't worry too much about the fact that it's not exactly $1 or $100, you know. That might have been from the fees. I think there was a little bit of dollar in there already. Anyway, let's not get too hung up about that. All right, but let's just withdraw it, right? Let's hit withdraw. And we're going to withdraw our Bitcoin, right? We're going to put it in our own wallet. It's better to hold your cryptos in your own wallet, guys. Self-custody. There are a myriad of reasons for this, right? But let's paste in that Bitcoin address that we copied from our Ledger Live, right? And let's look. Let's say we got 3JFMC. Whoops, where'd it go? 3JFMC. Oh, we got to hit use this address. Pardon me. All right, it's a valid Bitcoin address. Let's do the max. 0.002 Bitcoin. Let's hit withdrawal. And I'm going to put in my two-factor from my Google Authenticator, which is at the moment. All right, let's hit withdrawal. And it's a bit of a lag, but it's done. It's done, right? Now, why would I not want to store my Bitcoin on an exchange? Well, the main reason is it's not really mine when it's on the exchange, in the purest sense of the word. With a Bitcoin wallet, you control the private keys. You are the owner, right? It's like a bearer bond, actually. It doesn't have my name on it, but I hold the private key. So therefore, I control the wallet and I own the Bitcoin, right? On an exchange, they're holding the private keys to their Bitcoin wallet, and they've got a bunch of Bitcoin, and then part of that Bitcoin, they say, belongs to me. By lieu of the fact that I have an account and my bank's linked and all this stuff. But basically, they're just holding it on my behalf. Now I want it in my hand. I'm going to go to them and say, give it to me, right? Just like I might go to the bank and say, I need $500 cash to go buy a used car or whatever, or a used bicycle. You can't buy a car for $500 these days. I don't know, maybe a car that doesn't run. But yeah, you go to the bank to get your cash and then it's yours, right? You can go spend it, right? But in the meantime, it's the bank's money, or in the meantime, it's it's Coinbase's Bitcoin. It's not mine, right? They've just said they'll give it to me when I ask them, but they could get hacked, they could go down, the government could come in there and shut them down, the government could come in there and seize my Bitcoin, all kinds of stuff, right? It's not really mine if it's on an exchange, right? There are some cases where you do want to keep your crypto on an exchange for trading purposes, but other than that, you want it in your own wallet. Let's go over here and see what happened. Did we get it? Did we get it? I don't see it here. Yeah, it should say received some Bitcoin December 11th, right? It should go up by $100. But it might take it a minute. Right? And then you might think, oh, where is it? Has it left Coinbase yet? It's still sinking. Things kind of heavy tonight. And okay, finally finished. All right. So you can go over to Coinbase. You can go to withdrawals. And you can look here about this latest withdrawal and see that it's still pending. So you know it's you did what you did right. There's that Bitcoin address. We can double check that again. Since I generated the address, I have not received any Bitcoin in this wallet, so I can regenerate the exact same address. It'll always give you the same address until you actually get some Bitcoin in on that address, right? There it is again, right? We can see it's the right address. So we just have to be patient, all right? And it will come into the wallet soon, all right? But let's move on to the next thing. I wanted to show you guys how to stake and farm on the Polygon network on an exchange called QuickSwap. So let's see. This is this is QuickSwap. It looks a lot like PancakeSwap or DinoSwap or Uniswap or SushiSwap. It looks very similar. They pretty much use the same code. But you'll notice that it's on the Polygon network. And it's saying switch to MATIC, right? Because as it stands, my Metamask wallet is not on the MATIC network. It's on the Avalanche network. So I can click this and it'll switch me over to MATIC, right? Do you want me to allow this? And I'd say, yeah, go ahead, switch network, right? And then there's that MATIC, my balance in MATIC, right? Now, this particular wallet is in MetaMask right here. You'll see it's called Ledger 1, and there's the address of it. Now, you can have multiple wallets within MetaMask, right? And I am currently using one that is ledger-based, that the ledger is connected to, right? So I got into QuickSwap and I wanted to go and stake in a pool, right? So I looked at their farms, and then I looked at their dual mining, and I saw this pair Genesis Quick. And the APY is crazy, 300,000%. That's per year or whatever. Or it's plus the rewards plus the fee average percentage yield, right? It was the highest one that I saw on this platform, right? And I know it's a decent platform. I know it's a trustworthy platform, but it's still risky. Like we talked about those DeFi risks that we're dealing with. Bugs in the code, developer or programmer malfeasance or smart contract exploits, all that kind of stuff. You know, all of these things could go wrong, right? All right. But anyway, I put some coins in here. And let's see where we're at. Fees 24. Oh, this is kind of an overview. All right. So, okay. There's my deposit of $583. It's actually down a bit. I think I put in an even 600, 300 of each of the coins. So I'm down, right? Even though I'm earning these rewards, okay, that's all well and good. I haven't claimed them yet, but I don't know how much Genesis is going for at the moment, but I don't know if the 10 Genesis make up, let's see here, let's try it, Genesis. And there it is, okay. What was it, 10? Yeah, 10. All right, that's $2.79 in rewards that I've earned. Current value, right? But I'm down like 16 bucks, right? So these DeFi earning schemes are great if the price stays exactly the same, because you're earning passive income. And if the price goes up, they're great. But when the price of the underlying coins goes down, then the value of your holdings goes down, right? Now, I could just hang on to these until the price goes up and it'll be worth my while, right? And then there's also impermanent loss, where if one or the other coin goes way up or way down, the liquidity pool gets imbalanced and all that crazy stuff, right? But check out QuickSwap if you want to farm. right? And so basically, let's see, you have to start. Let's see if you can start, I guess, pool. Okay, yeah, you have start over here. And if you want to add liquidity, you would use two different coins, right? Like, for example, we could do US dollar coin and MATIC, right? I could max out US dollar coin. It would match our input here. I'm sorry, MATIC, the amount of MATIC would automatically adjust so that it's basically around $79 worth of MATIC, right? You have to have an even dollar value amount of both coins, right? And then I would supply this in the liquidity pool to earn the earnings from a share of the pool. Get my liquidity pool tokens, MATIC US dollar. I don't know that that's in there. Let's go to the farm here. I didn't see it. Let's see. MATIC US dollar, maybe. I don't see it. Oh, there's a bunch of them, right? I don't know. Let's try it. MATIC. I don't see MATIC at all in. Oh, there. MATIC, US dollar coin, MATIC, right? But notice there's a lot of pairs, right? So you supply the liquidity pair, and then you can farm it and earn extra money on top of that, right? And I've demoed PancakeSwap, I've demoed Trader Joe's, I've done a lot of farms, yielding farms, staking farms, platforms. There it goes again. What's wrong with this thing? Ugh. Okay. I'm just really frustrated with this, the way this the screen washing is POing me off. But anyway, all right. So I know I didn't get real specific about this, but I just wanted to introduce you to QuickSwap, which is one of the newer DeFi platforms where you can stake and swap, right? On Polygon, right? So we can do, this is a Polygon-based DEX. And the fees are really cheap, right? Much cheaper than Uniswap, where you're paying these huge Ethereum fees. All right. And then let's say we wanted to switch over to a different wallet. Like, for example, let's check traders, right? Oh, wait. Before we get out of there, I wanted to sort of show you. Now, I mentioned that we bought... Come on, Rex. What are you doing? Okay, that we bought some Genesis, right? Here's the Genesis Worlds. It's kind of a gaming-based token, and you can farm it, natively on their platform, and it's part of the metaverse. Now, someone asked me early on, two people, they said, what is your take on the metaverse, right? It's kind of a buzzword. It doesn't have a real specific meaning. Facebook made this huge announcement that they were going to, focus on the metaverse and whatever. And in a way, it's sort of like a virtual, I don't want to say virtual reality, because that has another connotation, but it's kind of a virtual world where you can go into this virtual world on your computer or your phone or whatever, and you have an avatar. Maybe you have an avatar, maybe you don't, but you can play a game where you can buy property within this little mini universe, right? This metaverse, right? So it can mean like a game, like Axie Infinity, where you're actually playing a game, but you can buy in-game resources like monsters or weapons or whatever, or like Alice, where you actually buy property and houses and that kind of stuff. That's a virtual kind of a world, right? But then metaverse can also mean like the virtual reality helmet, where you put on this virtual reality helmet and you go into this virtual world, and you have an avatar, and you meet other people's avatars, and you interact with them, and so the term metaverse is pretty broad. It can mean a lot of things. It can also just mean this whole Web 3. Maybe it's another word for Web 3, which is the internet beyond the web, kind of, right? It can mean any kind of interaction on the internet above and beyond just a regular web browser. So it's an overly broad term. But there are a lot of new business ventures that are on the or in the metaverse that are metaverse related that might be good, investments, right? But, a lot of them might just be along for the ride, just put the word meta in front of the name of their company and boom, they're in the metaverse now, right? So it's not very well defined. Legally, I would say you could say you're meta anything, right? Come to my meta car wash. I'll meta wash your car, or whatever, So anyway, I wanted that was a coin, and of course, Polygon, the coin that drives the QuickSwap or MATIC. I bought more MATIC so that I could play around over on these, the QuickSwap, which is Polygon based. All right, so let's go back and then let's take a look here. We'll look at both of these, right? Oh, I wanted to show you how to switch wallets in MetaMask, which is very important, right? Let's say I'm over here and I'm playing around with this, and then I go over to Trader Joe, and I want to check what's going on over in Trader Joe. And I connect to my wallet, and it says, okay, it wants me to switch to Avalanche, that's cool. It's going to do that. All right, and then I go over to my farm, and I'm kind of like, oh, actually, even though the wallet isn't, the wallet really isn't connected, right? Because if we go here to MetaMask, you can see that I'm not, right, if I'm the current active wallet in MetaMask is this ledger. So if I hit connect on that, there is some AVAX in this wallet, this ledger wallet, but notice my farms disappeared, right? Because my farms are in a different wallet in MetaMask, right? So I need to connect to the correct wallet that I've used the first time I was in here. So we can do that. We can go up here to MetaMask, and then we can click on this round icon up here in the top right, and scroll down to the wallet that we want to use. Right there it is, this one, the new BSC. So I click on that. Now it says I'm connected to this wallet, and now you can see my farms are there, right? Because I'm connected to the right wallet. Now, I should note that I'm staking and farming over on Trader Joe, but my value's way down, right? This says 26.70. It should be over 3 because, but the price of Avalanche has dropped pretty much over the last several days, right? It was way over 100, and now Avalanche is like in the mid 80s right now. 86.19. It's a little bit up today. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention that over here in CoinGecko, they have this really cool new interface where you can see the 1 hour column, the 24-hour column, and the 7-day column, right? Most exchanges or, these portfolio sites, they would always give you the 24-hour movement, which could be deceptive, right? Like 24 hours ago, it may have been way up, right? And then it went back down, and then it came back up again, and so the 24-hour movement might look deceptive, right? So if we look at Avalanche, right, it's up 5.4 from 24 hours ago, but over the last hour, it's up 0.9, but over the last 7 days, it's down like 20%. So it's a pretty, I like the way they've arranged this so that it gives you a little bit more of informative view of the coin, what's been going on daily, weekly, and, hourly, right? So that's pretty cool. All right. So I showed you how to switch wallets in MetaMask, and noted that, like we mentioned earlier, these yield farms are great if the price stays exactly the same, or the price goes up, right? But when the price goes down, you can be in the hole, but it doesn't mean you'll stay in the hole either, right? We can just wait for the price of Avalanche and Joe to go back up again, and then all of those rewards will still be there, right? But if the price continues to go down and never recovers, then it's a loss, right? But your value, your total value that your farms and your staking pools are can fluctuate up and down, right? You have to be willing to deal with that, right? It's the way, just as if you're holding a coin, right? Your staking can go up and down. All right, let me just see what people are asking. I know there's a lot of people here tonight. Let's see. Oh, geez, Halogen, have you tried Uniswap? Accredited investor, okay. Pretend land, right. Hello, that's pretend. We're a little short, 100%. Celsius and Crypto has their own wallet. Best to use NanoX for cold storage and holding cryptos. You can connect Nano to MetaMask as an extra security, but that is another case, right? Yeah, we talked about connecting Ledger to MetaMask last week. It's not that difficult to do, and you'll notice there that I have some accounts that are already set up that are Ledger based, right? Now, if I were to actually go to do a trade or something, it would make me connect to the Ledger Live bridge or whatever, so that I could actually use the Ledger to approve swaps and trades and contracts and that approvals and that sort of thing, right? But I can always flip over there and just check balances if I need to, right? Without having to worry about the Ledger being connected. But to do any real work, I would need to connect the Ledger. And you always use the Ethereum app in your Ledger when you're dealing in MetaMask, even if it's Polygon, right? In fact, I wanted to kind of show you that. Ledger now has Polygon support, right? So if you'll notice, that's the same account we were looking at earlier over in QuickSwap, right? If we go over here and we switch back, we're still in this Ledger 1. If we go back over to QuickSwap, we switch back to MATIC network, you can see that balance there, right? And you can also see it in MetaMask, right? If we pull it down, there's my 1014 MATIC balance, right? And we can go over to Ledger Live and see the exact same, because it's this ledger, right? This ledger is the ledger that's connected to that MetaMask, right? So I can see that same Polygon balance in Ledger Live now, right? You just choose Add Account, and there's a Polygon app. But when I'm over here in MetaMask, I'm not using the Polygon app. I'm using the Ethereum app because Polygon is based on the Ethereum virtual machine. I know it's confusing, right? Go figure. But I do not use the Polygon app when I'm in the Ledger-based Polygon wallet, right? I use the Ethereum app on my device for, approving transactions. It's kind of weird. And another thing that's a bit weird about the way that Ledger handles Polygon, if you'll notice here in Portfolio, notice it says Polygon up here, right? And then it also says, did I remove that? Where is it? Okay. Here at the top, right? It says MATIC, right? And down here it says Polygon. Well, they're both Polygon, but this one is the ERC20 version. It's in an Ethereum wallet, right? If we go down here to Ethereum hidden, which is not hidden tonight, there's my MATIC as an ERC20 token. But also stored on this ledger in the Polygon network format are, I got 1014 of Polygon, which is also MATIC. I don't know why it's not calling this MATIC either. It's kind of weird, right? It should combine them both together and say you've got 3,140 and 51 MATIC, right? Shouldn't it know that it's all basically the same token, just on different networks? Or maybe it doesn't, right? Maybe that's just the interface they want to give you. It's gonna make that distinction between the ERC20 version of MATIC and the Polygon version of MATIC, right? But they're both MATIC. They're separated here because they're both in a different network. Whatever. Have you tried Ledger Native Wallet? Seems they're not showing balance in Ledger Live. It just depends on what coin we're talking about, right? Right now we're kind of going over the difference in the way that these coins are being represented in Ledger Live. But not every coin is going to show up correctly in Ledger Live, right? I don't think they have an Avalanche app, right? Or they do. They have an Avalanche app, but they don't have Avalanche account support in Ledger Live. You have to use a different wallet. You have to use the Avalanche wallet, right? So there are a lot of coins like Cardano that they have an app for it, and you can store your private keys on your ledger, but you can't see it in Ledger Live. It's just one of the drawbacks of Ledger Live. I don't know that I would want to manage everything in Ledger Live, right? Certain things are better over in the native wallet of the token, right? So, for example, I would prefer, actually with this Polygon right here, there's not much I can do with it, right? I can't connect to any third-party DEXs with Ledger Live. I mean, I sort of can if I, do this kind of stuff with the Lido, Paraswap, even 1inch now has a third-party plugin for Ledger Live. But they're basically plugins so that you can sort of do stuff in Ledger Live, where I would prefer to go over here and work and stake in the MATIC QuickSwap platform on Polygon using my Ledger device from within Metamask. I know it's complicated. But there's more functionality over here than there is over in Ledger Live, right? Ledger Live to me is just a wallet, man. Just let it be a wallet. I'm fine with that. It doesn't need all the bells and whistles. It's a great wallet. Let it be a wallet. And if I want to use my ledger-based coins, in real life, right, to do something, I'll go over to these other platforms like QuickSwap or Trader Joe's or PancakeSwap or Uniswap or whatever, right? That's just me, right? So let's see, where are we? Oh, yesterday it was not working. Yeah, there's a lot of coins you can't see in Ledger Live, right? A lot of ERC20 tokens that you can see, but they don't give you pricing information, right? It doesn't mean the coin is worthless. It just means Ledger Live doesn't have the right pricing API to give you the current price of the coin, right? But you can see it in your wallet. It's fine. It's in there. It's just they don't give you the pricing information, which is okay with me, right? I mean, it would be nice if they gave me all the pricing and life was perfect, but I'm willing to accept that Ledger Live doesn't support every crypto out there. I'm surprised that they don't support Polkastarter price. Maybe because Polkastarter's, like, you can only get it on like Uniswap and whatever. Maybe that's why. and then Syntropy. Neither of those have pricing information in Ledger Live. And then other coins that you move into Ledger Live just simply don't show up at all, and that freaks people out. But you can see them in other places like MetaMask. Right. Speaking of that, I wanted to go ahead. Since you can see my hidden, let's drop some coins into this wallet. Right. Let's do a receive. I don't really need my device. I was in another. I don't know why I did that. That was kind of weird. Oh, because it wanted me to open the Bitcoin app and I didn't. I'll just cancel. It's not a big deal. Let's put that God's chain that I bought on crypto.com, right? Let's see. Let's go over here to God's Unchained. I bought this on crypto.com. It's down from when I bought it because I bought it on an upswing, which is I have this thing when you use crypto.com, they in their home they always show you like the top mover coins. And a lot of times you'll see some coin that you've never heard of that's like, up 80% or whatever someday. It's usually like a coin that they just listed or whatever. But then sometimes you'll see that coin just every day. It's like, damn, that coin again is like, and so sometimes you get like that remorse, like I should have bought some. The first day I noticed it, I should have bought some because it just continued to go up. Not always, but you see how we in our brains, we do superstitious thinking, right? We got to try to avoid that, right? But anyway, like my thinking was, oh, I just saw this God's Unchained. I'm going to buy it right now before it moons out or whatever. Even though it was up like 70% yesterday. I bought some, right? So here it is, God's Unchained. Let's just tap and choose transfer and then withdraw. And then we're going to withdraw to an external wallet. Whoops. Oh, I can't. Okay. Yeah, when they first get coins, they won't let you withdraw them right away. Usually, you have to wait a while. So in that case, I'm going to have to leave it on crypto.com. We can't withdraw this coin today. I kind of figured they would let me because it's an ERC20, but okay. I'll just have to accept that and move on with my life, right? Okay, so it's on crypto.com. It's not going anywhere. I can live with that. But what I would have done would have been to, scan this QR code into my crypto.com app to autofill the address and then do the withdrawal. It didn't work out for us tonight. Okay. That's okay. So that coin, God's Unchained. What are we talking about here? Okay, let's go over to it. God's Unchained, 283 in our list of coins on CoinGecko. We can check that one out. You can look up any coin by its ticker symbol on CoinGecko. You can go over here to the website. And it's basically a trading game, kind of like Magic. Something. There was this big card game called Magic. I forget what it. Something. It's similar to. Well, I don't want to say Pokemon because people that are into the Magic trading card game would probably like freak out. Oh, how dare you compare Magic to Pokemon? It's not even in the same universe. But anyway, it's a trading game online where you can purchase your assets, right, and hold them as NFTs, right? So it's in that new gaming sector. So I figured, what the heck, jump in. Now remember what I mentioned at the beginning. I make risky plays. I'm pretty risky with my money. Probably a lot more cavalier than most people when it comes to money, right? Because a lot of the money that I have is in crypto, right? And I watch my crypto portfolio go up and down, and so it's sort of like when you're in Vegas, money doesn't matter, like when we were kids, my dad used to take us to Vegas, and he would get like a handful of silver dollars, and he'd tip everybody, like the valet guy, the door guy, the waitress or whatever, just tipping dollar coins everywhere. It was like, whoa, money has no meaning in Vegas. So it's kind of like that in crypto world too. After a while, of course, you hate to lose money, but you watch it. So I'm just telling you the coins I bought this week, right? And like I said, this was kind of an impulse buy. So, buyer beware. Do your own research. Looks like Super Chat is working. Dan, thank you. That was nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Okay, so we covered that, right? So we can knock that one off our list. Oh, Wilder World. Why did I buy this coin? I heard about it from Crypto Lark. So I thought I would give it a shot. So there's our ticker, Wild. Up today. It was down yesterday when I bought it. But it's not saying much, right? We need the whole market to recover. Now, when the market's down, is usually a good time to buy if you have money on the sidelines. We talked about that last week. Always keep some money on the sideline, and it's hard. It's hard. Let's check out Wilder World. I believe they're involved in the metaverse, of course, right? Whatever it is. A new dimension of reality, an immersive 5D metaverse built on Ethereum, Unreal Engine, and Zero. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. All right. They got their own, whatever, their DEXs, whatever. I haven't even tried this, right? All I did was I went here. I saw Wilder World on CoinGecko. I went down here to markets. I said, how can I get it? Right? They had it on KuCoin, so I bought some on KuCoin. And as it turns out, it's an ERC20 token, so I dropped it in my wallet. Let's see, where is it? Down here. All right. It's down here, and of course, I can see it in my ledger live, but I can see no pricing information. And I would assume that if I wanted to play around over here, that I would need to connect it to my MetaMask wallet. And let's see. Let's connect it to that one first. That's the active one. Oh, okay. What are we doing here? It has to be the Ethereum side, right? It needs to be the Ethereum, I would think, right? So we got the wallet and the network. And it's Axis Infinity, the link. There's a bunch of stuff in here, but I don't see the, what do we call it, right? The Wilder. So why don't we do this? We can click Add to MetaMask, and it will notice, right? It pops up here because it was the active MetaMask wallet. It sees my balance, right? I can add token, and now I can see it in MetaMask. Right? Now it's down there. It should be down there. There it is, right? Cool. Right? But if we go here and we connect our wallet, what's it going to do? Is it going to do it or not? Did it do it? It should see my balance, right? Or does it? No, I don't see it. Okay, so yeah, so I don't even see the coin itself. Yeah, I haven't played around with this, so I don't know. What? Wild? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the heck this is. I'll have to do some more research, right? I just bought the coin, right, because I heard about it. Thought it was a good investment in the right sector, right? That crazy, buzzword meta sector, right? just to let you know. You can do your own research on this one. Let's see what else we got tonight. Ripple. You guys know what Ripple is, right? You've heard of that. I bought some on Scott's advice. In fact, I keep hearing about Ripple. And I think last week I said I didn't like Ripple, and somebody in the chat was like, what? How can you not like Ripple? Ripple is kind of, XRP is kind of like a religion. It's like they have believers and non-believers, right? And I mean, people that are like fans of XRP are like adamant, right? So there we go. Up today, right? But I bought some, right? This week. Let's see, what else we got? Railgun. Railgun's kind of an interesting. I don't remember where I heard about Railgun, but I don't believe it was Lark. Well, I think actually I did hear it in Lark's newsletter. But it wasn't like you need to run out and buy this coin. It was just kind of mentioned among many other coins. But I am attracted to privacy coins. I've got several privacy coins like Monero and Pirate Coin, AAAR. And this is kind of a new thing that I bought. Of course, it's down today, but it is privacy based, right? You can go over here to their website and kind of learn more about it. Privacy on the Ethereum network. We'll see how that goes, but I thought it looked interesting, so I bought a little bit. Actually, I bought a little bit of this like a couple weeks back. And I believe you can see it in my, where is it? Is it Rail? I think I put it in this MetaMask wallet over here, right? I think it's in this one. Yes, there it is. Yeah. So I bought a little bit of Rail, and I think it's probably less than what I bought it for. Right. And then some of these meta coins. How about that Guild? Actually, that Guild coin was like a referral to a. It was like a. It's over now. It was like some kind of early thing. Blockchain space, right? And I guess now you can buy it, and it's wildly fluctuating. This is like a very risky play in my view, right? You can only get it on Uniswap right now, right? There was they like had their own thing. It was like wherever it went. Oh no, maybe this wasn't the one that I bought on that thing. Maybe this is the one I bought today. See, I get confused what these things are, right? But there was another one you saw in there too that was, whoops, that Guild coin, GF. No, I think this is the one I bought today. Yeah, I think it was that Guild. They had some sort of they had like a token launch thing, right? But it's over now. Whatever. Yeah, it started on the 8th, it ended on the 11th, right? It's over. Okay, and then the last one that I bought was this GF, which I think I bought some of that today. And Lark mentioned it in a video. It's in the gaming sector, the meta gaming sector, right? Where you, it's like a multi-gaming type of, it helps people that play multiple games or whatever. I don't know. I'm not much of a crypto game player because it's pretty expensive and you got to be young and sharp to play these games, right? I'm just an old dude that buys like the governance coin of a project that looks good, right? So there you go. There's the list of the coins I bought this week. I thought you guys might be interested in that. So we'll do that. And then let's see. Liquidate DOT for BNB, right? There was a coin that I wanted to buy called PolkaCipher, which I got an email from them. They mentioned that they were... let's do this Metamask. Yeah, okay. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and liquidate some DOT. All right, so MT, thank you. Helium wallet exchange. What's the best platform to trade helium? Well, we can look in here and see. There it is. Which one is it? HT? There's two heliums. HNT and, helium. Oh, that's not helium. All right. All right, so if you just go over to Coin, and I have to say I've never heard of this coin. So I couldn't tell you which is the best place to trade it. Pardon me. If we go to markets here, you can see that you can get it a lot of different places. All right. Whichever one you have access to. Like, okay, Binance US, you can get it on Binance US. Okay, I'm in the US, I can't use Binance. I can't use Crypto.com exchange. I don't use Gate.io, Bovado, all of these. FTX, I believe that's the international one. There's a FTX US. Hotbit, I don't use. That's a foreign exchange. CoinX, I don't use any of these. Indo. So like all of these like foreign exchanges that I don't use. Of all of them, Binance US is the only one that if I wanted to get my hands on this coin, I would use Binance US. So ipso facto for me, that's the best one. This is the only one that I can use, right? I mean, I guess I could sign up for Hotbit or Gate.io or whatever, but I'm not, right? I've used these before. I'm not that crazy about them because they're foreign exchanges and, you know, they could go down. I don't know. They're just not as trustworthy to me as the US-based one. And I can't use Binance because I'm in the US, right? So I would Binance US. I mean, if you want to buy it, go over there and get some. That'd be my advice to you. I don't know what country you're in, right? I can't comment on these other ones, so I don't know. MT, I'm sorry, I don't know what the best one for as far as like trading fees or whatever. But in the U.S., you know, just use Binance US, right? Yeah. So where are we here? Binance US. What was it? Helium. Oops. What was it? Seriously? I thought, what is it? Okay, let's look at it again. Oh, HNT. Okay. Okay, there it is. All right, you can buy it on Binance US, right? I don't know if I have any money in here or not. Yeah, $8. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. But there you go. Okay, so where were we as far as doing the next thing? Liquidate DOT for BNB. Okay, so I'm going to use Binance US to do this because I want BNB because I want to put it in my BNB wallet. We're gonna buy something on the Binance Smart Chain, so I need to put it in my wallet. But let's check. Let's BNB. If we say withdraw, they were down the other day. They said okay, I can withdraw Binance coin on the Binance Smart Chain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some DOT that's in my Ledger wallet, and I'm going to put it in Binance US. Right? I'm going to deposit it. So let's go to DOT, and we're going to say deposit DOT. Okay, there's my DOT address. Right? So I'm liquidating coins that I own. Right? And I don't store them on an exchange. I store them in my own wallet, but I don't use Ledger to do it. Ledger Live, pardon me. But I do use my Ledger device, right? So let's actually start using this puppy tonight. We haven't done anything with it tonight. Let's turn on, whoops, oh, okay, this camera. Oops. All right. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to go over here to the Polkadot app because I'm going to be using the native Polkadot chain, right? So I'm going to get into Polkadot, all right? Now I'm going to go check the latest price. Oh, and by the way, Wonderland is down, right? We were playing around with Wonderland over the last several months, month or two, and it's down, right? But it might recover, so I'm just going to leave what I've got in there. Just so you know, right? It was like you can't lose with this platform. Well, if you bought it in at 8,000, then the stuff you own is only worth half of what you put into it. All right, so let's go to DOT. And where are we here? We're going to do 500 bucks worth of DOT, right? So we'll go over here and say 500. That's about 17 DOT, right? So we're going to withdraw, I'll go ahead and withdraw 20, right? So let's go over here and we're going to connect to the DOT the substrate portal. All right, so we're going to send 20 DOT to our Binance US account. So we need the address, which I copied into my clipboard, but just so you can see it one more time, there it is. Copy this into our clipboard. Go back over here to our ledger-based wallet, right? I'm in the DOT app, right? I'm going to send to right here. I'll paste in the address of my Binance US DOT wallet, right? My DOT account, if you want to call it that, right? There it is. It's in there. Let's put in our amount, right? 20. Has to be a positive number. It won't be a negative number. I'm going to click Make Transfer. Keep an eye on my ledger when I do this. Make Transfer. All right. It's going to... Oh, and then here's the overview. And then we're going to sign and submit. Now, this is where the ledger comes in. The private keys are on the ledger. I have to authorize this transaction from this device. There's the information. There's the 20 DOT we're sending. We'll hit both buttons to approve. And off it goes. Watch the website. It's going to say it's broadcasting. And then boom, it's done. Good for us, right? And we did it, right? So instead of keeping my DOT on Binance US and hoping they'll give it to me when I ask them, I'd rather keep it in my own wallet. What if Binance US was down? Well, I could have sent the DOT over to Coinbase Pro. It would have needed a few more steps to do what I wanted to do, but it would have been a workaround, and which it wouldn't have worked for me if I was holding the DOT in Binance US, right? That's another reason why you want to self-custody your crypto. All right, so we're done with that. We can just close this. We're done with that. Let's go over to quit. Let's just get out. We're done, right? And we could have quit before we exited the website. We could have exited the website first and then quit. You could have just yanked the cable out of this thing. Once you're done with the transaction, the ledger doesn't really matter. I get a lot of people that ask me stuff like, oh, how do I disconnect my ledger from such and such? And it's like, just yank the cord out. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's get that. All right, so I wanted to get that going. And while we're waiting for that to arrive in let's get this out of the way. While we're waiting for that to arrive in Binance US, I wanted to show you how to disconnect from a DEX, right? So I saw this, let's see. We'll do that in a minute. I saw an article for this BNB Peach, right? And they said that I could yield farm my BNB. And it sounded okay. And then I decided to connect, right? So I said, okay, well, first, let's prep. Not every site will automatically switch you over to the right network. Sometimes they'll just reject you outright. So we're in the right wallet, right? We're in the right wallet. That's the wallet I want to use, so I'm good there. And I need to be on the right network, right? I need to be in the Binance Smart Chain network because this is a Binance Smart Chain site. So let's switch over to Binance Smart Chain. So we're ready to go. I have 6 BNB. So I'm like, okay, you say that I can make good money on my BNB. And they're like, yeah, you put your BNB in here, we'll give you 174%. That's unheard of, really, right? But let's just say I'm still thinking about it, right? We'll use MetaMask. We'll give it permission. We'll hit next and connect. And then it can see my wallet now, right? So if I go down here and I say max, it sees my 6 BNB, right? It's connected to my wallet. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't deposited. But it says, okay, if you leave it your 6 BNB in there for 18 days, you will earn 1.74 BNB. That's not bad, right? Is that what it says? Okay. Oh, and then notice how like I shift this thing and it goes up. I don't quite understand that. But I don't like leaving my BNB locked up for I don't like any of my crypto to be locked up for long periods of time. I might be willing to maybe do one for 7 days, right? And then I would earn 1.19. But I think what it means is 0.19, not 1.19. I could be wrong. Well, yeah, 100%. 119%. So yeah, I would earn an additional 1.19 BNB in here, right? Or I could leave it in for 30 days and it would be locked in there, but I would earn 234%, so I would earn 2.34 BNBs over 30 days, right? And so I'm kind of like, wow, that's pretty good, but do I really trust this site, right? So we go over here to audit, right? We'll click audit, and I get an error message. What's that all about? That seems kind of weak, right? And then it always wants me to reconnect. I'm not going to connect this time. But I read about this somewhere. So where did I read about it? And I couldn't quite remember. But they say, where is it? Somewhere they say, oh, FAQ. Latest news. I think it was on BSC, right? Let's see here. I don't want to get bogged down too much here. Okay. Oh, I know. It's here. No. It's here. Here. Oh, no. This BSC news. All right. So I was like, okay, what is this thing called? BNB Peach? Yeah, BNB Peach. All right, so, okay, there's the article about BNB Peach, and when I click on it, it's gone. I'm like, why is the article about this thing gone? Now, this could all just be coincidence or whatever, but all of a sudden, I got a little sour, and I said to myself, you know what? It seems a little too good to be true. I've never seen any of the DEXs, like PancakeSwap or BurgerSwap or Bakery Swap. None of them are given that kind of return on BNB. None of them. I don't know why these guys are like giving me like these like crazy returns on my BNB, single stake BNB. Seems too good to be true. So I said to myself, you know what? I'd just rather not. I'm not going to do it. We're going to do it in a different platform. And another thing too, if we go to I don't have. Oh yeah, we go to DeFi Station. You can see all the top DEXs, and this is an aggregator on the Binance Smart Chain platform. I don't see that BNB Peach anywhere, right? So okay, forget it, right? We're not going to do it. So okay, so I didn't do anything. I didn't drop anything in there, right? So no harm, no foul, right? Just go away, right? But it's washed out again. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's making me mad. Okay. All right. I'll get over it. So let's go to Metamask. And let's hit these 3 dots. And let's go to connected sites. Right? These are all the sites that at one time or another I connected to with my Metamask wallet. All right. So let's go down here and let's find that one, the BNB Peach. And let's just delete it all the way. I am uninviting it to my party. Right? I don't want. And so it's probably a good idea if it's kind of shady, even if you decided not to drop anything in there, to just get rid of it in your MetaMask as a connected network, right? I've been doing DeFi. I've never had like my wallet get emptied out, but I've heard that some DEXs will ask you to grant them unlimited access to your wallet, and you don't realize that you're doing it, and they wipe your wallets out. It's never happened to me, but best practice is if you're not going to use it anymore, you don't want it, you don't like it, then just get rid of it in your connected wallets in MetaMask as well. All right, it looks like I'm connected to this one through Binance Smart Chain. Right, so I did want to, they'll do wrapped BNB at 20% is pretty darn good. 174 is too good to be true. Right, so how do we get wrapped BNB? Well, let's see, I guess PancakeSwap would be as good as any. So let's go to PancakeSwap. If I can find it. And I'm connected to this wallet. It sees my balance here. Let's do 3. It's just sitting there, right? So, but we're going to wrap it first. Let's do wrapped BNB, right? There it is. So let's go ahead and wrap 3 of these. And see, that's not a trade. It says wrap. Man, what is up with this camera? And when I go to settings, output, it says max quality, right? No? It's still washed out. Oh, Lord. Okay. I just don't understand why it looks like that. It should not look like that. But it does. I'm sorry if it's hard to see, but you should be able to get it. All right, let's wrap it. It's a wrap. Let's wrap that BNB and so that it's wrapped BNB. Okay. All right, that's done. So now I have 3 less BNB, but I have 3 wrapped BNB. Let's go back over here to this guy, if we can find him again. Oh, here it is. Right, CoinWind, is this it? Yeah. All right, so we're connected to the right wallet, and we should have some wrapped BNB in here. I don't see regular BNB. Let's hit approve. We're approving the contract, right? Give permission to access your wrapped BNB, yes. Now the reason I trust this site is because on DeFi Station, it's like number 5 or 7. I'm okay with that, right? So we gave it permission. Okay, good, good, good. Now we can deposit that for 8%. Let's go ahead and deposit all 3 of them. We're going to have to confirm again with Metamask, pay our BNB fees, which are small. Give it a minute. This one might take a minute. Okay, there it goes. Boom. Got confirmed. Yay. I got it. Wonderful. So there it is. I'm not sure how they're going to be paying me. If it's just going to... I see. It's not... I'm not really... Now, see, that a lot of these, they'll say, oh, yeah, you're earning 20%. Well, it's not really 20... They're not giving you 20% back in wrapped BNB. You're going to be harvesting MDX and cow, whatever they are, right? That's what a lot of these are, right? So no one is paying you in BNB those crazy percentages that we were looking at over out in Peach BNB. That was a red flag for me, right? But my BNB is just sitting there. I should be able to withdraw it at any time if I want to, and claim some of this and withdraw it all, right? They're not going to, yeah. Some platforms make you keep it in there for a while, but we're not going to worry about that. I think it looks like it's all right. So there you go. I don't know about this claim my airdrop thing. Claim the connected MetaMask address. Yeah, whatever. I don't think. Participated in CoinWind single token version 2 running minting number of MDX income of the wallet address 50 before May 19th. I don't think I qualify. All right. Okay. Let's go back over to Binance US and see if that Polkadot came in. Yeah, it did. All right, so now I want to get it into the BNB, but unfortunately, there's no dot BNB trading pairs on Binance US. Everything's kind of segmented on Binance US. The only thing I can trade dot for is US dollar or US dollar or Tether, right? 6 and dozen of a one, the other, or whatever you want to. I'm not gonna. I'll just do Tether for the heck of it. I don't think it really, tax-wise, I don't know if it really matters. But we're going to sell the dot for Tether. We'll sell it all, right? We'll sell our 20 dot for Tether, for market, right? So now if we go back over to the wallet, you can see we've got a lot of Tether, right? Now I want to buy BNB. I know that I can trade Tether for BNB. We'll do that. And this time we're going to buy at market for all of our Tether, right? And that's almost 1 BNB. So we'll hit buy BNB. Market orders filled. Let's go back to our wallet. And we should have like around $600 worth of BNB. All right. Now we're going to move this into that wallet that we're playing around with because I want to buy that CRISPR coin or whatever the heck it is. PolkaCipher. All right, so we'll do that. Let's go over here. I guess we'll do it in PancakeSwap, right? Yeah, we're going to do it in PancakeSwap. Let's go into the wallet. Let's get the address, right? Let's go back over to PancakeSwap and do a withdrawal to that address, but not on the BEP2 network. I want to withdraw to the Binance Smart Chain. Let's input the address. That's the address of my Binance Smart Chain wallet configured in MetaMask. Let's do it all, right? Let's hit preview withdrawal. We'll confirm that. We'll put in our Google Authenticator code. It's Google Authenticator. I'm going to let it refresh. Whoops. That's good. All right, now they're going to send me an email. Whoops. All right, there it is. Confirm my withdrawal of my 1 BNB. Off it goes. And then we'll go over here, and we should see that 3 switch to a 4. In fact, why don't we do this? Let's expand it so we can just kind of keep it. Let's go over here and see, is anyone like freaking out that I haven't answered their question? ARTM next generation going live soon. Have you heard of it? Can you look into it? ARTM. Okay. ARTM. ARTM. Well, I don't see it on CoinGecko yet, so there's not a whole lot I know about it, right? I've never heard of it myself. So let's see. We'll try. We did this before with Kina Inu, right? And we found it, and we thought we had a coin, and it turned out it was a scam, right? But let's see. Since you gave me a tip, I'm gonna at least try for you. Art M. Still don't see it, right? So if I can't find it on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, I'm not that crazy about it, right? ARTM coin. Okay. ARTM NFTs and collectibles. Okay. Governance token facilitating curated. Why can't I find it on any of these? That's my question. There's not much to this, right? It's just a page. Governance token facilitating curated programs, the acquisition of blue chip contemporary art, legacy, house of. Okay, yeah. It's a page, right? A static page. Not much to it. Doesn't. Oh, that's an ad, right? Oh. Artcoins.io. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, if I can't find anything out about it on CoinGecko, I'm a little leery of, like, how do I get my hands on this thing? I mean, there's all kinds of projects that are out there, right? It looks interesting, but I know nothing about it. I can't make a comment over and above what you see on this website, because that's all I know about it. I would assume you've seen this. I would hope. So yeah, you could go check it out on their website if someone just mentioned it at the water cooler. But I don't see how to buy the coin or get a hold of it, or if there even is a coin to buy. Right? At the moment, right? Yeah, it's mostly just I mean, it's a nice, well-designed site, but it's just it's a static page is all it really is. Yeah. I don't know what this is all about. Okay. Right. It's a little too involved for me to figure out what this is. I really don't know. But I would prefer to see it on at least CoinGecko, if there is such a coin. Yeah. That would be like deep research, right? Might have to check that out later. But anyway, I wanted to buy this PolkaCipher. I got contacted by these people. They wanted me to do a video, and so I looked at it, and it looks interesting. And I found it on CoinGecko, right? So I decided, well, okay, can I buy it? And I look to markets, and I see, well, it looks like I can either use Gate.io or PancakeSwap. And I thought, okay, we'll use PancakeSwap, right? Let's give it a try. Our BNB has arrived, right? So I'm going to buy some of this cipher with on PancakeSwap, right? Now it's CPHR, right? All right, you're not going to find it like on PancakeSwap just outright like that. Very slim chance of that. So what you want to do is you want to go to the CoinGecko page for that coin, and then over here you want to copy this into your clipboard. All right, and then go back over to PancakeSwap. And let's see, we don't want 3, right? Is it 3? There's 4 now, right? We just want 1. And we want the coin to be PolkaCipher. Okay, there, it found it, right? By the contract address. And it even has the name. And it's going to give us a warning because we could have got that contract address anywhere. But we got it on CoinGecko, so I trust it. Right, we'll hit import. There it is. Okay, so for one BNB, I'm going to get 21,000 PolkaCipher. Now, this project will eventually be on the Polkadot network. Right, it'll be running on as a parachain on the Polkadot apparently at some point in the future. But right now they have this token that you can buy on PancakeSwap, right? This PolkaCipher token. So I'm going to take the risk and buy it because looks interesting. It's a risk. It's down today, and it's hard to get your hands on, right? You can't buy it on Coinbase or Binance US or anything else. You can buy it on PancakeSwap if you have the technical know-how, right? So I'm going to take that plunge, and I'm going to go ahead and buy some on Polka or PancakeSwap, right? So there we go. Let's hit swap. Let's hit confirm. We'll confirm this in our Metamask wallet. This particular Metamask wallet is not connected to my ledger, so I didn't need to approve the transaction on my ledger. I just had to approve it in Metamask. Now, it says add CPHR to Metamask, so I'm going to click that. It sees my balance. It's got a broken icon for, the token, right? A lot of times those will self-correct over time, but not always, right? So now we can go to MetaMask, and we can go down here and go to Assets, scroll on down to, where is it? Is it down there? There, right? CPHR. We can also do this. It may or may not show up in the Binance Smart Chain if we do this little trick. If we go down here to the Binance Smart Chain Explorer and paste in the address of that wallet, right? It should. This is the wallet, right, on the Binance Smart Chain Explorer. I don't see it. Let's go all the way down. Let's hit show more. Cipher, right? CP. See, it's not really showing up here. And you can't really search this. Oh, yeah, I guess you can. Can you? CP. What was it? CPHR. Whoops. Come on. CPHR. Okay. Yeah. So it sees it, that it's in my wallet, and it sees the amount, but it doesn't give me any pricing information yet. It's too new. But I can see it over here in CoinGecko, right? It's worth like almost 600, right? It's worth 1 BNB. There's our risky purchase for the night, right? Had fun. Anyone that I didn't get to your question, please shoot me an email. The email is down in the description down here if you want to take a look. Oh, JDO just posted it. If you want to shoot me an email, I'll do my best to answer your question. Please make it a technical question. I have a lot of people that they lost their phone with their Google Authenticator on it, and they think I can help. I can't, usually. Or they sent a coin to the wrong address, or they lost access to their exchange, and they want me to help them. I can't help you get, access to your exchange that you did something. That's between you and them. I can't. There's nothing I can do. So when you guys write me emails, make sure they're legitimate questions about moving crypto, the wallet. I mean, I wish I could. I get a lot of people, they'll say something like, my wallet got hacked and, it's empty now. Can you help me track these people down? I'm like, no, I can't. And, if you're like, I'm trying to move coin X from point A to point B and I need your help, can you? Yeah. Or I moved coin X somewhere, I thought to my ledger, but I don't see it. That kind of stuff I can help you with. But someone stole my coins out of my wallet, I can't help you with that, Or, Binance won't let me withdraw or something. Yeah, sorry. And don't send me an email that says, please help me, sir. I get a lot of those too. Please, sir, help me. I'm like, help you with what? I don't know what you want. Just, if you got a question, write it. If you don't have time to write your question out in an email, then I don't have time to deal with you. A lot of people are like, call me on Telegram. I'm like, Yeah, take the time to write a few sentences in an email, and I'd be more than happy to write a few sentences back to you. Sometimes several paragraphs back to you, if I know what your problem is. Sometimes I know exactly what your problem is, and I'm more than happy to help you. And I dictate it into my phone, and then I pull it up in my web browser and, edit it a little bit and shoot it back to you. I'm more than happy to help you if you got a question. But please, at least make the effort of writing me a few sentences explaining your situation. Anyway, Dan, JDO, thank you so much for helping, as always. I hope you got your Christmas bonus. Next week, I should be doing the live stream again, but it'll be from my laptop, so it might be I don't have all the tools that I have here at home. And then Christmas night, I probably won't do the live stream on the 25th. Maybe the Friday before. So anyway, thank you guys. I was doing a lot tonight, and I know there were some big chunks of time where I wasn't looking at what you guys were putting in here. I just actually I'm going to go through the tips and just see anybody that wrote me a tip if I responded to you. I think I did. All the people that wrote me a tip and asked a question, I think I responded to you. So yeah, I should do that at the end just to make sure. Yeah. So good night, guys. Don't forget we do this every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.